Good evening, City Council, Mayor Troxel. Like Darren said, my name is Jason Graham, and I am the Director of Wastewater Operations for the City of Fort Collins. I'm here to present the awesome work that we're doing in wastewater utilities in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. You might have heard about this work featured on local and national news media such as KUNC, Channel 7, and other Denver Post and other outlets. So what wastewater samples provide is really a community-wide screenshot of what the COVID, SARS, COVID-2 presence is in the community. So it's one tool in the toolbox that public health officials can be able to determine the presence or the decreasing presence of the COVID, SARS, COVID-2 in the City of Fort Collins community. So the collaborative participants includes an MOU through CDPHE, and it's really a three-legged stool. So we have City of Fort Collins Utilities, along with Box Elder Sanitation District and South Fort Collins Sanitation District. So you get the whole look at the City of Fort Collins community. And then you have the analytical expertise provided by Colorado State University, Metropolitan State University, and then GT Molecular, which is a local company as part of In Situ. And then really for the public health agencies, we rely on CDPHE and Larimer County Public Health to help make those decisions on how to use the data. And so overall, we have 17 front range wastewater providers, and the data will account for about 65% of the overall state of Colorado population. And so the current application of COVID-19 wastewater sampling is just typically, we have the large community of the City of Fort Collins. The collection system brings the wastewater to the Drake Water Reclamation Facility and the Mulberry Water Reclamation Facility. We collect the sample, process it as a City of Fort Collins, and then we transport it to the CSU. They do a polymerase chain reaction test at the DNA level to be able to find the number of viral presence per liter in those samples. It's also based on the flow of the community, and it provides macro data at a community-wide level, so it can indicate trends. So is the SARS-CoV-2, which is the cause of COVID-19, is it increasing or decreasing in the community? So it doesn't provide really specific information, but it provides that macro look at the community. And then that information can be used for CDPHE and Larimer County Public Health to help make decisions on how to mitigate and manage the public outbreak in the future. So there is a possible application of this on a more localized scale, such as after a hospital or after a dormitory. You can go up the collection system and collect samples so that you really got a localized look at it. Again, the process is the same. You would take it to CSU or Metropolitan State, depending on where you are in that 17 front range look, and you get the same numbers. The only thing is it would be more localized. So in particular, like I know CSU is interested, and I think they're moving forward with this. They'd be able to identify, is one dorm have a hit versus another dorm, or is one lecture hall, is there a presence of that in that, so they can really isolate that. And then again, they can help inform public health officials on the next steps. And so the timeline to date, really back in the beginning of March 17th and right around there was lots of interest from the public. There was lots of journals, lots of technical reviews going through. And so I engaged CSU and GT Molecular at that time. Also, there was some Colorado front range wastewater utilities that were doing stuff with BioBot, which is a startup lab out of Massachusetts. I engaged them. We then engaged CDPHE and Larimer County Public Health to further develop and to bring it more local. One of the things with BioBot was really about turnaround time and cost, and really need this data in about a 3-day or less turnaround time to really make it relevant to the public health officials. So as of August 3rd, it was the first week of full-fledged collaborative sampling of all the participants bringing samples to CSU. And so the next steps is really data management. There's going to be a dashboard development that will be done with CSU, with NASDAQ and his group, and then through CDPHE and then Larimer County Public Health. Eventually, it'll be public access dashboard, similar to what you see when you go to Larimer County's COVID dashboard. And with that, next slide is just questions. I'm here to answer any questions. Thank you for your time.